Welcome, guys. This is our microwave series lecture. We discussed about the wave guide from last 3 or 4 lecture. Firstly, we see the rectangular wave guide. In that rectangular waveguide, we have done it the transverse electric mode as well as a transverse magnetic mode. After that, the previous lecture, we are on the circular wave guide. The another name of circular waveguide is nothing but the cylindrical wave guide. That means the wave which is propagating through the once again the wave which is propagating through that is a circular. The previous lecture are gives us the solution of wave equation in cylindrical coordinates, that is with the help of Helmholtz equation we can find out the number of equations regarding with the wave guide of a circular. Now the today's lecture is on the TE mode in a circular wave guide. Now let us start the lectures. The in previous lecture we just see this diagram. This diagram is called as the coordinates of a circular waveguide diagram. The commonly in a circular waveguide, the wave which is propagate in a positively z direction in this diagram, we assuming that the wave in a circular waveguide are propagated in the positive z direction. The transverse electric mode in this waveguide, which is characterized by Ez, which is characterized by the Ez, just a minute, which is characterized by Ez is equal to 0. What is this? That is Ez is equal to 0. And the meaning of that, the Ez is equal to 0, that means the Z component of the magnetic field Hz, this Z component of the magnetic field Hz must exist in the guide in order to have electromagnetic energy transmission. That is the electromagnetic transmissions. Now we know the Helmholtz equations in a circular guide, that is del square Hz is equal to gamma square Hz. But in previous lecture, in the circular waveguide first lecture, the equations regarding with the Helmholtz, the psi is equal to psi 0 j n k c r cos of n phi e raised to minus j b g z. Now in that equations, the psi or psi 0 are replaced by hz and h0z. Now in this equation, this is psi and this is psi. This is a wave also. This is that is the wave equations, and in that the our magnetic field along the z component is Hz. That's why this psi is replaced by the Hz, and psi 0 which is replaced by H0z, and other terms are the same. Now the another equations we know very well related with the lossless dielectric. The another equations for the lossless dielectric in term of Maxwell curl equations, which shows the frequency domain, that is del cross E, that is the del cross E and del cross H. These two equation gives the Maxwell curl equation in frequency domains. Now we have the cylindrical coordinate components in a previous lecture. This cylindrical coordinate and their components are expressed in term of this one, the our cylindrical coordinates and their component which is expressed regarding with this equation is the 1 by r dou Ez by dou phi, 1 by r dou E by dou Z minus dou E psi by dou E phi by dou Z. That means it is regarding with the this one, which is regarding with the this one. That means it is in term of the energy also, or it is here, that is in the form of TE mode. Now another one, that is electric field. This Ez which shows the electric field. Now another one, that is related with the ER. That equations, first two or these three equations which is regarding with the E, terms, and later three equations which is regarding with the magnetic field, Now let us see this equation one by one. Now let us see this equation is 1 by 1. Now in first equation, the coordinates of the R, coordinates of that cylinder is R is expressed. In that second one, the important factor related with the phi is expressed. I am not pronouncing all these equations are here because the equations we see already on our board. So the six equations, it is completely cylindrical coordinates and their component regarding with the Maxwell curls equations in a frequency domain. Now from the above equations we are going to just changing. Now the dou by dou z factor. Now dou by dou z factor, that is the factor of differentiation of dou by dou z. Look at this one dou by dou z, this one dou by dou z, this one dou by dou z, and the another one. Okay, that's enough. These three are which is replaced by the minus j beta g, and the component regarding with the z, that means the on the electric field Az is replaced by the 0, that means Ez is equal to 0. With the help of this informations, we are just reducing the equations. Which places we see the dou by dou z as well as ez, this term get be replaced by minus j beta g and 0, and we get the equation er first one, e phi second one, and ez we already consider here, that is the z component of electric field ez by 0. So it is ez 0. In that er, just we overlooking, that is in that equations dou by dou z will be changed, and I hope these equations we have already solved in the TE mode in rectangular waveguide. Such equation we have already solved in a TE mode of a rectangular waveguide. So just look at these equations. In that ER equation, the ER is equal to minus j omega mu divided by k square c into 1 by r dou hz by dou phi u, and we know the value of k square c. What is the value of k square c? The k square c is nothing but the omega square mu epsilon minus beta square g. That means this is a replacing term of k square c is equal to omega square mu epsilon minus beta g. Now in term of E phi, this term, look at this E phi u. This E phi u, it is nothing but the j omega mu divided by k square c into dou hz by dou r. And Ez, we already done it. What is the value of Ez? Ez is nothing but the 0. And the term regarding with the HR, that means these three terms is the magnetic field term. HR is equal to minus jbg divided by k square c into dou hz by dou r, and h phi u is equal to minus j beta g k square c into 1 by r, and this equation we already taken from the equation number 2. This one, equation number 2. So these 6 equations is very important regarding with the magnetic field. Why? Because in that term we easily getting information about the magnetic field along the z axis. How I told? Because in that each term the hz is present. So from the boundary conditions we required the phi component. Of electric field E phi. Now let us suppose that in a circular waveguide the R is equal to A. In that diagram we see this R and this A both are the same. That means any one component is vanishes. Suppose that the R component of the magnetic field HR, which is completely normal for the surface. So just look at that the boundary conditions regarding with the E phi and HR. Now in that E phi u is equal to 0 at R is equal to A, and HR is equal to 0 at R is equal to A. From these two boundary conditions we are requirement to the equivalent expression for the base equation, that is Helmholtz solution equations. Now let us see what is worked. Now let us see what is worked. Now in that equation, now just look, okay, where is this one? Now in that equations, hz, that means dou hz by dou r. This hz, that means dou hz by dou r, is nothing but the 0. It is nothing but the 0, and this equations is nothing but the 0 equal to h0z j dash n in some that is, yes, h0z j dash n k c a into cos n phi e raised to minus j beta g. Now the one factor we are introducing here, that is a j dash n k c a, it is nothing but the 0. It is nothing but the 0. Now the jn, the which is used in the equation number 2, look at the equation number 2 here. This is jn. We know very well the jn, it is a oscillatory function. Jn, it is a oscillatory function. Similarly, j dash n k c a, j dash n of k c a, it is also a oscillatory function. It is an oscillatory function. That means this function is a oscillatory function. Now at in an infinite sequence of value, now at an infinite sequence of value, the equation this one is completely satisfied. The equation this one is completely satisfied. This one equation is completely satisfied, and with the help of this equation, the Bessel function of first kind, the Bessel equation of first kind, in that diagram we see the maxima and minima curves, and these curves is completely regarding with this equation. Now in that we just introduce the another one new factor. We just introduce the another one factor, that is called as the permissible value. That is the permissible value. Now the permissible value of kc, now the permissible value of kc is equal to x dash np divided by a. X dash np divided by a. Now this value is substitute in equation number 2. This value are substitute in equation number 2 in equation 1 through the equation number 16. It's without just a confused factor, but I will clear it. Now just put the value of this one in equation this by one. First one, we are going to use the equations regarding with the ER term. Look at these equations. In that ER term, this ER and equation 2, we see it is simply that the HZ. That means here we just ER write. ER is equal to E0R Jn, and KCR replaced by X dash NPR, and the cos replaced by sine. We know very well how it changed, because it is regarding with the electric field, that is electric field, am I right? Electric field, and H is related with the magnetic field. We already studied in the TE mode in a rectangular waveguide how the sine is coming, how the cos is coming, or how it will be changing sine to cos or cos to sine. So I am not interested to solve these equations again and again here. Okay. Now ER is equal to E0 R J N into X dash NP R divided by A into sine of N phi e raised to minus J beta G Z. It is regarding with the R coordinates. Now let us see the phi coordinates. E phi is equal to E0 phi J dash N X dash N P R by A cos of N phi e raised to minus J B G Z. And third one regarding with the Z component, that is Z is the 0, because we know very well along this the electric field is vanishing, that means it is the 0. Now HR term, that is HR is equal to minus, sorry, ER is equal to minus E0 phi divided by GZ. And this term, I just firstly I want to explain what is the GZ here. What is the ZG, not GZ. What is the ZG? ZG is equal to ER divided by H5, or it is minus E5 divided by HR. These HZ are used for this component. Okay, and it is just replaced by the wave impedance in the guide. Just a replacing factor. Okay, that means it is not a different kinds of part are coming here. It is the same part from these same topic, just we are replacing these ER by H5 by the ZG, not GZ, ZG. Okay, now H5 is equal to E0 R by ZG JN X dash NP R by A into sine of N phi e raised to minus J beta G into Z. And this equations is equation number 2. This is the equation number 2, and just we replacing the value of Kc. We just replacing the value of Kc is here, nothing to more changes. Okay, now we see in that factor the x, it is related with the NP, x which is completely related with the NP. The first one n, that is the first subscript of n, the represent the full cycle of field variation. Full cycle of field variations which is in a 1 revolutions. That means it is nothing but the 2 pi rad. It is nothing but the 2 pi rad. And what is the P? P, it is the second subscript which indicate the number of zeros of E5. Number of zeros of E5. So it is just equations regarding with the TE mode. Now the another some propagation constant and another some factors which is comes from the determination or the which is determined by the equation number 11, that is the propagation constant. Now the propagation constant is nothing but the Bg is equal to root of omega square mu epsilon minus x dash np by a bracket square. So we truly find out the propagation constant, cutoff wave numbers regarding with that, the number of mode or the mode propagation constant, how it is vanishes, and the general factor, that is cutoff frequency which is related with the TE mode, what is the phase velocity, and the wavelength, it is related with the TE mode, and last one, that is the wave impedance. Now I just want to tell you this equations is very important related with the MCQs. Please be focused on that point. So guys, it is all about the TE mode. The next one, that is TM mode, is seen in a next lectures, and I hope our chapter are completed in this week. Our chapter is completed in that week. So guys, that is completed regarding with the TE mode. So thank you so much for watching this video.